Hello everybody, welcome back to one more Skyrim Mud Talk before we get started on the actual series. While I'm still debating on whether or not this should be a cameraed version where I actually talk to you directly, or a, sorry, people are just walking all around my characters, kind of getting on my nerves. It's like, stay out! You camera hug! Anyway, whether or not I'll actually do a full-on immersive play to try and get fully into character, I haven't quite decided it, and since nobody's listed down in the comments section which way they feel it should be, I guess I'm just gonna have to kind of get a feel for it. But this mod talk, I just wanted to go ahead and let you know that I was indeed done with my hi woman, your face looks like meat. The mod list is finally complete. There's a couple of minor mods that have to do with smaller textures like blood texture and stuff like that that I might change. And maybe adding some bandages or something for some more immersiveness. So I haven't quite decided on those, but I have for the most part gotten everything else taken care of. I had some issues in recording this, Dude, I don't want you to just talk behind my back. Anyway, I did have some problems trying to record this yesterday. Problems like this. She looks beautiful. We got some gorgeous males in here. Hi, sweetie, I'm talking to you, yes. And then, of course, our Khajiits have gotten, you know, some very fine hair going on. Don't look at me like that, but it doesn't seem to... This one needs a lot of things. But right now, I need to look at your hair, so that's what I need. And who could forget this one right here, too? Anyway... And I did wind up keeping in the Technicolor plants. If you look out here, you can really not see them. It makes them... What the hell is that noise? And there's also some foxes in the background. Oh, okay. Photobomb level moose. Don't you do it. Okay, that's your sound. Don't come over here. Don't. I will slap you upside the head. Go away. Go. I know that this is your spot, but I'm just here monologuing. Could you please go away? Leave me to my... I will... get my butt whooped on at level 15. This was unnecessary. Unnecessary. Don't do it! Okay. Whew! Okay, so that was your death sound that I was hearing earlier, but that was not me killing you. So you probably should have picked on somebody else. And finding things like this. I've gone around to every single city, walked around to a lot of different areas with this character just to see whether or not this exists anywhere else, and this is the only place I see it. The cut content mod might be responsible for this, but I'm not sure. It's either that or somebody got very Technicolor with the chains. Needless to say, modding this game has been the hardest thing I've had to do in a very long time. I spent 8 hours yesterday trying to figure out which mod was causing some of my technical issues, and I finally figured out what it was. It was SMIM. Small item textures and stuff like that, and while it's a great mod, I took it out because I didn't want the hit to the game. But as you can see, it's loaded in, it's done properly, and the game is running smooth. I don't see enough of a texture difference to really warrant the game being there, but whenever I uninstalled it, it left some of the files there. And since I could find the texture files, I couldn't find the mesh files. So the meshes were there without the textures, which is what was causing my purple, bluish, whatever that was. And after I reinstalled it, the meshes now have their textures, so everything is copacetic, and we are ready to go. The only thing I wanted to cover right now is the mods that I am going to run. I will not be going through all of the mods. It is a long list. It's like 150 mods. The main thing to tell you is... there are going to be a lot of mods pertaining to the magic tree. I do have Ordinator going and Apocalypse going, plus also some different changes to how I will actually have to learn magic. I have Skill Uncapper, yeah, going, which means it's going to take me a long time to level, but I can level wherever I want to, but it's also going to take me a long time to learn spells of a later thing. I actually have to do spell research. I can write my own grimoire eventually, but I have to study for quite a while to learn a book, and then I have to pass a final test. Assuming that mod works like it's supposed to, there will be a final test before I can actually learn the specific spell I'm trying to learn. So those are the major changes to the game. I do have a couple of new areas, like Beyond the Reach and Forgotten Dungeons, and a couple of others that we will be exploring as I get higher level. But for now, I'm just enjoying the way the game feels right now. My system is actually running this game better than I thought it would. I really thought it would be a lot harder on my game engine to run this game, but it is actually very smooth right now, and I'm kind of appreciative of that. Anyway, there's going to be a lot of different mods in here. Right now I don't have anything that's going to darken, because I'm worried of how this is going to turn out on YouTube because of compression and everything, and I want people to be able to see it, but I'm thinking about adding an ENB later on to make it a little bit darker. I'll have to find the proper one because I am in fact running a mod that makes it harder for me to sneak. I actually have to be in the shadow, which means the ENB can't change the actual shadows of the game. So I'll be looking into that, but probably not for the first I don't know, first chapter, first season. I'm not even sure what the first chapter or season will be. If you have an idea of which guild I should go to first, I'm not thinking it's going to be the Mages Guild just because it's going to take so long for her to actually learn spells. She needs to get some levels under her belt and actually use the spells she's starting with. And this is going to be my character right here. She is a dark elf, though she's more of a red elf? I don't know. Anyway, that is really all I wanted to say about the mods. I do have a bunch of mods running, and we're just going to see how this turns out, seeing as how I've never beat the game. Most of the guilds I haven't even completed them. I have completed the Thieves Guild before, and I have completed the Dark Brotherhood. I don't think any of the other guilds I ever played to completion, so I won't know how those turn out, though I'm not opposed to starting with one of the ones that I know to help level me, as opposed to starting with one of the ones that I don't, because the spells are going to take so long for my character to learn. But hopefully, because it's taking her longer to learn it, it will also mean that her spells are going to be more powerful. I'm kind of thinking a destructive spell would be great, especially with fire, because that's a thing that I do. And anybody who's ever played Fallout 76 with me knows I explode things. That's generally what I do. I enjoy doing that. So, yeah, that's probably going to be part of my character. But that is all I had to say. If you have any opinions on which way this gameplay should go, whether or not I should have this little face cam here so you can see expressions and I can talk to you directly, or if I should do more of a story kind where I actually talk as if I'm the character and there is no webcam. I'm kind of leaning both ways. I like doing videos both ways. So we'll just... let me know if you have an opinion. Otherwise, I'm just probably going to run through a couple of beginnings and see which one of the videos feels more fluid to me. And I'll go from there. So this series will probably start up at the beginning of next month. It's not too far away, about a week and a half maybe. And that's going to start up, and I will see y'all then. Hopefully we can actually go get into stuff and maybe blow some things up and kill some bad guys and possibly eventually some dragons, which will take a while because I told the main quest to hold its horses. But I will see you next time. You have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and you stay shiny.